Hello everybody, Cookie here, and today we're going to play Project Castaway. It's a game that actually still in early access. It's been out for a while now. I've actually seen some videos a while ago, but today we're going to play with my friends. We're going to play with Ukashi and Dummy. They don't really want to be heard, so I actually have to record a voice over the video. I'm just gonna show you what we're doing and just comment on whatever we've done. Um, I just wanna let you know it's not an easy game. Okay, um, we actually tried to play for like half an hour the day before, and we've died, died multiple times, because we were just expecting that it's going to be really easy or whatever. We've played many different games together, like Rust and Forest and some other ones. Usually the games which are survival games, and so we were expecting something like that. Uh, but this one is not really the same. Um, as you will see later in the video, there's many things that can kill you. Actually, the game is similar to I forgot the name. Oh, give me 2 seconds. It's a Polish game. It's a very similar to Green Hell. Yes, Green Hell. Very similar. Which is uh, Polish made, Polish developers, one of the best survival games ever, and which is very, as I said, very similar because there's many things that can actually kill you, and you have to look after many things while playing the game. So give me a few seconds and we're gonna start. Yes, the game's starting right now. So obviously, as usual, we're gonna end up um, naked at the beach, like in Rust. uh, so uh, you usually have to collect a few things and obviously um, build some stuff to get survive. Usually you get sticks, you get stones, you get plants and stuff, fibers and stuff like that. So this is a little bit different because ropes are a little bit different. You are given few things at the beginning just to make basic axe, for example. So um, you have a first start, but you have to be really careful what you're doing. There we are. There's my friends, and let's start. Now, I'm gonna call this video "What Not to Do on Your First Day" because there's few mistakes that I've made. I was overconfident that I can be easily, easy, easily good at the game. Well, I'm gonna be very good at the game, and it's gonna be easy, and it wasn't. Okay, so you'll see yourself that there's few things you should not do. Because beside the hunger or thirst, there's few things that can kill you. I'm not gonna spoil you the video. You'll see later on. So first of all, I'm gonna have a look around, see what we have, gather some resources, um, just to build basic tools, and we go on from them. Uh, there is no story in a co-op version. Okay, so if you want the story, you have to play a single version. We just do what we do. We just play it as a normal survival game, just to have fun to playing together. I haven't played with them for a while now. Yeah. The game's progression is simple as well. You progress, but you have levels of progression, so it's not as easy as it could be. You cannot have everything at the go at the start. You have to craft, for example, to do a higher level of items. Like you cannot do everything from the start. You have few tiers of weapons or tools like pickaxes, stuff like that. And there's materials all over the island. Yeah, stone axe, yeah, granite axe. works. The materials all over the island, but you have to craft to get more levels, and then only then you can get the better ones. Like there's silver, gold, copper, and other stuff. I'm not gonna spoil it to you, so uh, enjoy. I'm gonna add a comment now and then, so you can see. But now, for now, it's practically gathering materials. Oh yes, we've decided that we're not going to build a proper base here on the island. We've decided that we're going to build a raft, and that's the point number one. I think I'm gonna finish the video when the raft is ready, before we actually go into the sea. So our goal for now is to build a big raft, not a small one, just just for 3 people, but a big one, and just so we can put some boxes on it, and we can put a few sails more than usual, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, there we go. We have gold, and that's nothing. Um, Old sofa, yeah. I know there is different resources on different islands. Like you cannot get, for example, clay in this one. I haven't actually met clay before because we only played for half an hour, but in the description it says that there is clay. So we'll see. Yeah, we're just getting a basic tent, so we gotta build it. So I'm gonna get to cutting. Uh, and then you'll see my first mistake. My first mistake is gonna come over very, very quickly. I didn't know actually that we have a rope. My friend told me that we have a rope initially, so I didn't know. Um, that's why I didn't make an axe before, but there we go. There's one thing I actually have to tell you. Uh, the water in here works in a strange way as well. You have rainwater. If you kill a turtle, you get a turtle shell, which is normal, usual stuff in these kind of games. So you can get a turtle shell and then collect water. So that's not usual, but the water gets stale after a longer while, so you have to be careful. Like I wasn't. You have to be careful what you're drinking, which causes a little bit of problem. You will see later on. So it actually says in the description if the water is stale or not. So uh, I think you should read it. I didn't read that. Which was a big mistake. That was one of the things that kinda caused a problem. And then you see I was overheating. I was 39 degrees. I didn't notice, so you have to get in the water. So this may be one of the main causes of death, okay? Overheating and the cold temperature. I didn't really pay attention too much. It was 30, I'm 39 degrees. You can see in the top right corner, 39 degrees, and it's going down to 38.7, but it's going down pretty slowly. Um, so yeah, I've just decided to go for a swim, see what's there. But I wasn't really paying attention to the temperature. Um, I just saw that the warning sign, was gone. So I said, okay, it's gone, so I can go out, no problem. And that was my demise. I can spoil you. That was one of my demises. Uh, it's 38.2. It's like, yeah, okay, let's go. It's 38.2, so yeah, 38.3. Let's go and keep farming, you right? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, when cutting, you can see that some of the trees are bugged. And you have that circle, which is, yeah, on the top middle of the screen. Yeah, yeah. So there was some kind of a bug. Didn't let me cut the tree when I was crouching. It only let me later on. And yeah, different trees give different amount of logs. I thought it's gonna be usually three, but it's not. So sometimes it's three, sometimes it's two. I was looking for coconuts and palm leaves, so yeah. So we've got that. We're making beds now. And there you go. That's something that is going to cause a little bit of problem. 38.7 degrees, and I've got a sunburn. Now, I thought that's gonna be some kind of well, I'm gonna hide in the shadow just just to lower the temperature, but apparently hiding in the tent doesn't work. So you have to go in the shade in the forest, or you have to go in the water. That's the only thing, two things that are working. So my temperature is not really going down, and I actually didn't notice at the beginning, but my health actually started going down. So that was my first mistake. I recommend not doing that. Okay. Yeah, my friend said that we need something for draft, so I started going around and looking for barrels and wheels and stuff like that because we were missing a few things. We wanted to build a raft as soon as we could, but yeah, there weren't any. You see, there's different plants. My friend's looking for some as well. There's different plants as well. The more plants you get, the more recipes you get as well. So just grab these on my way back, just in case we need them. You need these to make boxes, which we're gonna put on the raft later on. And as you can see, you have different types of fire. We needed fire for actually making some food, but the first and basic fire actually doesn't work like this. Okay, you have to tap F just to start the fire, but the first small basic fire doesn't work like this because it has no place to actually cook anything. It's only for light and for wood. So yeah, I only started noticing that my health is really low. And I was just checking what can you cook. You cannot cook this, so It's like, okay, we need a proper fire. So I only then started reading, and my health was going down. My friend said we need sleep, and I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna need sleep because I'm dying. But it was kind of too late. So there we go. I'm gone naked on the beach again. So this is the thing you're not supposed to do. Don't get sunburned on a deserted island. Lucky this is a cooperation, so I told my friends, yeah, well, listen, guys, I'm, you know, at the beach in the water, so help me, help me out, please. And you actually have a way to resuscitate the other person. You have a flask to get the other person up. So yeah, my friend is gonna come over and help me in a second. I'm just telling them where I am because you randomly spawn different places. Um, so I'll be up. Yep, I'll be up in a second. There we go. So all my conditions are gone, and we're gonna go to sleep because I see the energy is gone, the health is half, and everything is practically half. Including food and water and sanity. Yep. Okay. So as you see, my water is very low. I didn't actually notice that initially. My friend actually went down as well, so I had to pick him up. The best solution for the beginning of the game is to drink coconuts. Okay, don't do anything else. Just drink coconuts. Unless there is rain, you have the turtle shells, and there is rain, and you actually get fresh water. Okay, when you have rain, the water is not stale, obviously. I like this mechanics. I didn't actually know initially, um, but I think it's really really good. And stale water actually gives you another problem, another disease. You can get parasites. I will actually make this mistake, so I will obviously have parasites later on. But parasites is not as big of a problem because they just drain your types of foods. Also, you drain your vitamins and proteins um, very, very quickly, but you don't really die as long as you have hunger full. You don't really die from it, so it's not a really big problem. But you don't get a full um, energy, okay? And then the resources or like food and water drain pretty quickly. So you have to eat constantly, which is usually not a problem because there's plenty of foods, as you will see later on. There's berries, there's bananas, there's coconuts, there is potatoes and all the other stuff of vegetables. There is animals like crabs and turtles and iguanas. There is also jaguar. We've noticed a jaguar on another island, which in the previous save has just killed me, which was kind of funny because I was running around like crazy, trying to get out from it. Yeah, over here you see that my friend actually has a computer problems and she was getting kicked out uh, every now and then, so we just have to wait until she comes back. She was joining the lobby, so that's why there's a pause in the game. But yeah, the Jaguar part was funny because we built a small raft just very, very quickly and went to another island just to find resources. And then I went into the jungle straight away and I was automatically chased by a Jaguar, which I was running away from it and I dragged it to my friends and my friends died as well. So the game ended up very, very quickly. That's why we actually only played for like half an hour. But yeah, so these mistakes you don't do, okay? You have to remember you don't do things like that. You don't go into the jungle just like that. Every island has different animals as well. I can tell you that. There is scorpions, there's different kinds of spiders, and there's snakes. There is yeah, there's probably many, many things that all want to probably kill you. So you have to be careful. But there's bug repellents as well. You can see, yeah, bug repellent over there. I actually found one, maybe two. I think I found two and I gave one to Dummy later on. So you can spray yourself so you don't get attacked so often. Um, yeah, coconut water. I've learned that coconut water is the best, so I used it pretty often. And yeah, just going to see what's there on the island, looking for other stuff. Yeah, I was so focused on getting like barrels and metal parts and wheels and everything that I didn't actually see those plants over there, which are very important as well. I'm not gonna say why, but you'll see later on. We'll get our first wheel, so we can start. You see the raft is actually being built already. Yeah, one part is done. Yeah, that's the barrel, and I think we've done the wheel part. You can actually join different types because you can have barrel and you can have wheel-based rafts. So you have to collect different things. So I'm going, yeah, jumpy stick. I'm going different direction because I know there is a wheel there, but we're looking for barrels there. And in the meantime, I'm looking for other stuff just to see what's there, like what kind of berries would we have, and I'm looking for more stones. Yeah, there we go. Because my friend said that we need stones to actually finish the campfire. So I'm going to look for more stones now. Yeah, and now I drank water instead of actually holding. I wanted to turn the shell around, but I drank the water instead, which this time didn't do anything. Which this time I was lucky, because the water was fresh. But next time I'm not gonna be so lucky. You can see the turtles there on the right hand side. Yep, I think there's one more stone, I think. There we go. Yeah, no, that was one more. Yeah, I tried to actually see if you can break the stones, the rocks, but you cannot. For whatever reason, you cannot. I'm not sure why the developers didn't actually give the option to actually break the big rocks, which makes no sense to actually get stones. If you can break the logs into big sticks, large sticks, and small sticks, why can you not break the big stones like rocks, rock formations? I don't know. Strange, but they did what they did. Yeah. I need to, yes, that was the crab I got earlier. Yeah, so it's kind of awkward because, yeah, that's rotten crab arm. We don't need that. I think somebody, yeah, it was in my backpack for too long, so yeah, the meat actually rots. If it's not cooked, it rots quicker. Yeah, hornet. And that was my big mistake. You don't eat a hornet because you get parasites. So that was another thing that you can learn from this video. Don't eat bugs. Okay, I've got parasite here, and that's gonna drain the nutrients, and Yeah, all the nutrients practically, so proteins and vitamins from my body very quickly, which is annoying. It doesn't really do much, but it is annoying. Yeah, so my friend actually destroyed the barrel part here, so we can have the wheel-based raft. So I'm going to collect more wheels, I think, as well. Um, yeah, there was one wheel there on the right hand side. I think I'm gonna go and bring it now. As you see, there was a snail on the left hand side when we passed it, so my friend actually ate one, and he said, "Do not eat snails, especially not cooked ones, because you also get parasites." Should be obvious, but it's not really. So we need one more tire there. So I'm going to look for more. So yeah, so don't eat snails. Don't eat bugs because you might get parasites, and it's gonna drain your Uh, everything actually. So you're gonna have less energy, etc., etc., etc. So there we go. Yeah, I saw I was overheating, so I've decided to go the waterway, go around the island in water. So I'm gonna move, and in the meantime, at the same time, I'm gonna lower the temperature because I've learned from the first time you don't overheat. You can actually um, you can actually get first aid or something like that with I think it was honey. Yeah, there is bees on some of the trees, but so you can actually mix the band-aid with honey, and then yeah, and then the rush is gonna go slowly. But I didn't know that at the beginning, so we only learned that later on. So that's why I died the first time. Yeah, and there we go. Two more tires, so the third part of the raft's gonna be ready. Yeah, so I added some cloth because I was collecting cloth on my way, so I added some cloth, and I'm getting the other wheel. So the base is gonna be ready. We have sails and we have the base of the raft itself. And I'm overheating again, so I have to go into water again. 38.6. I think you actually, the longer you stay, actually, I think the heat doesn't affect you some more. But I got in the shade here. I just wanted to, to get to cool down a little bit. But I think the longer you stay in the sun, and you don't get the rush so often, um, maybe you get immune for no, after a while. Yeah, I needed an extra. My friend made a lot of rope, so I need extra rope to actually build. I think an axe, was it? Axe or yeah, pickaxe. Sorry, pickaxe. Yeah, pickaxe because I wanted to gather some other resources, and my friend needed to go to sleep because his energy was drained. So the way it works in the co-op version that you have to all go to sleep together. So I think we took like 4 hours or something like that. And then you see those two windows that popped on the bottom left corner. That's the vitamins and protein. So meat and fruit. When you have parasite, they are gone very very quickly. Um, I actually got it the second time now. So I tried my first time. I tried to eat as much as you can to actually fill it up, but it doesn't make any sense because it just goes. So you can just leave it, as long as you have hunger and you have water, it's fine. You're gonna survive. You're just gonna have 45% of energy instead of 100% of energy, which isn't that bad. It's just gonna drain a little bit quicker. So you can still, play like normal. It isn't a big issue. The only way to get rid of the parasite is to make teas, but you cannot get those teas on this island. So you have to go and get, I think, get some. I wasn't really sure. I don't. I'm not really sure there is a recipe. So I didn't actually check, but you can get rid of them. Uh, yeah, and that's another thing annoying. You can only have three things on your inventory, so I decided to go and dig some potatoes. But in order to do that, you have to get rid of one of the items. So you can only have like a knife. Like I have a knife. I have a UK, that's not it. I have a knife, I have a axe and a pickaxe. So if you want to go and dig some potatoes like me now, you actually have to drop one of the things and go and get the other thing, which makes no sense because you should be able to put like other things on your backpack, like this spade is very very small. Like why did developers think that well you can actually put that on the side of the backpack like an axe or something like that. Makes no sense, but it is what it is. You can get used to it. The only thing is you have to drop one and pick the other. And I'm gonna, bake the potatoes because I was afraid that, my stats are gonna go down very low. So I'm baking all the potatoes. I'm gonna try to eat all of them just to increase them, but that makes no sense. I've learned that makes no sense. So yeah, the potatoes cook very quickly. I'm just talking to my friends, looking at the raft because they are progressing quite quickly. Uh, yeah, I'm said I'm the cook, so I'm gonna give him some potatoes in a second as well. I think my friend was cold, so he came over to warm himself up. That's another thing that can actually kill you if you're too cold. You can get killed pretty quickly too. So you have to come to the fire, especially when there is a bad weather like huge rain. Um, you actually have to hide and get a fire. Like we don't have a fire under any roof now, but later on we'll have to. We're going to build a fire in the tent because the rain actually affects the fire, obviously, which doesn't happen in all the games, but in this one it does. So you actually have to have a cover over the fireplace because otherwise it's going to get rid of the fire. The fire's gonna extinguish. So that's interesting as well. And the last potato, there we go. Yeah, you see, I tried to stack them up. I try to eat as many as I can, but it makes no sense. You just feel your hunger and that's it. Yeah. And then I'm going for, because you see there's like 15% of proteins, oh sorry, of vitamins, which is from the potatoes. So I said I'm decided I'm gonna go and get a turtle, uh, just to fill in the other part. Oh yeah, there we go. You get some meat, and you get a shell for water, and you get a skin, so you get leather later on. There we go. And I'm gonna cook the meat. Yeah, so you see, I'm still learning, still learning. I thought, if I do that, I'm gonna be okay and nothing's gonna happen. But it doesn't really affect you if you eat it or you don't eat it. Doesn't really affect you. You only lose energy faster, and that's it. My health is practically the same. It doesn't really go. Uh, yeah, and then you have disease boredom if you eat too many things at the same time. Of the same kind, sorry, like potatoes and meat and bananas and stuff like that. You don't have a different diet of different things. You actually get the boredom. Yeah, it's all three. You see, because I wanted the bottom left like potatoes. I wanted that to go up, but it's gonna go down very quickly as well. So I didn't know that at the time, so it makes no sense. My health part is actually smaller, so maybe it does affect, but I haven't seen that before. But I think when you go to sleep, it actually goes back to normal, hopefully. But yeah, so now I've decided that we needed more tools, so better tools, I mean. So I got granite, so we can have some shards, so we can produce like axes and knives and pickaxes as well. They'll actually last longer, so they are better quality. So I'm the miner of the team. That's enough for now. Yeah, that's ginger. Yeah, so that's the first thing you need. Yeah, so as I said, you only have three, so you have to get rid of one of them. Yeah, so that's the granite axe, which is better quality. And I don't have rope, I think, to get a pickaxe, but you can see crafting level 2. I'm still not able to make one. So I'm stuck with this one. And we have to cut some more palm trees to build a bigger raft. So there we go. Off to work. Yeah, so I think this part is just gonna be farming and farming, cutting some palm trees and stuff, and getting coconuts and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go forward. I'm not gonna show everything. I'm gonna go forward and um just come back to whenever the raft is ready, and we can go from there. So I'll see you again, guys, later on.